Today we're going to look at what's new in the web parts for SharePoint version 5.6. The next feature we did was we've added field validation using regular expressions to the Q list form and the Q SI list form for text field types. This allows you to validate fields prior to the data entry. This will make sure that the fields have a certain type of format before the save will take place, otherwise it will show an error message. We're going to look at the regular expression field validation. So I've got this set up right now. This email is not in the right format. So right now the email is blank. So let's just type in. Let's take a look at the settings here. We'll take a look at the settings. We'll do an easy edit, and I'll show you how this is done. So if we come into the form component behavior, we'll click Edit. And in this particular case, the regular expression check I want to do is on the contact email, and I'll edit that. And this is very important. This particular regular expression here, it looks quite lengthy. I'm sure you can see that. But what I do is I come in here, I click Edit, and I'll click this right here, and I would add a condition. And I'm going to add the regular expression. So the way this reads is contact email. This is the new one that's been added, is matches. That's dealing with the regular expression. When you click that, it's going to give you a chance to put in the regular expression. Now, regular expressions can be a little bit challenging. My recommendation is to let's see here. I've got a little site here. It's called tools.netshiftmedia.com, and it has just an online regular expression builder. Now, there's nothing special about this. You can find a bunch of sites that allow you to build regular expression. This one is just kind of nice because it has some regular expression examples down here. So let's say I want to do a test on the email. So if I click test here, there's the regular expression up here. This is showing me that this is a good email, and if I type in my email address, you notice it's red. It's red because it's not valid. Now, this is not the best regular expression test because right now it actually is saying that this is a good email, and it's really not. So if I type in com, and you notice now it turns green. So the whole idea behind this is we expect you to actually to find a good regular expression that you've tested and validated. And once you validate the regular expression does what you want it to do, then you just copy. I just copy this, and then I'll paste that into this regular expression field right here. So I don't really anticipate anybody using trial and error trying to find the regular expression using the Q list form. I expect you to find a regular expression, and probably the best way is to use like this tools.netshiftmedia.com. One way is just, you can experiment and get the regular expression exactly the way you want it to. Now let's go back. Once we've got the regular expression in place, then we'll go ahead and save it. So if I click save here, and keep in mind the place that I'm putting the regular expression, this is a little counterintuitive. I want to check the email field for a valid email. So I'm going to put it in the valid when area. So if this evaluates to true, it'll allow me to save the form. If it evaluates to false, meaning it's not a good email, then this message right here is going to be shown, valid when message. So it's a little confusing. This might better read invalid when message, but essentially make sure you put the regular expression match in the valid when, and then if this fails, if the user enters something and it fails the regular expression, then you want this error message right here to show. So let's go ahead and test this out to see how it works. So we'll go ahead and put in an email, and we'll put in a bad format, curtis.kelly, let's fat finger it @.com. So we've got two ats in there. We'll go ahead and click save. And what happens is it should come back and say that this is, this email is not in the right format. Now, the interesting thing, if I remove this @ sign, we're not going to see this message at all. What's going to happen is I'll save and close, and it'll actually save the email because it passed the test. So it doesn't need to show the message, and there you go. So that's how the regular expression works. And again, this is limited to text fields in this release. In the future, we'll support other types like numeric fields and date fields, etc. But for right now, this is for text fields. And again, it's important if you're going to use a regular expression. So you would actually come into the edit form, and the edit form is where you'll actually put in the. So I'd come in here and do edit. And here's where I'd actually do an easy edit on this guy, and it's the form component behavior. So right here, there we go, form component behavior. We're going to put the regular expression on a field, and in this case I'm doing the contact email, and again I'm using the valid when area and that's where I actually click the edit and I set up my regular expression condition. All right. And again, it's important to put it in this section, and then if this fails here, if this returns false, then you'd put it here. And again, false is actually false is when, in this particular case, this is the false condition where this box turns red. That indicates that's not a good email. And again, you can experiment with different regular expressions.